What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Malcolm Plays, back to my channel. I'm glad you're safe and ready to watch this video. Today, I'm going to do a voiceover of my story, Chapter 6, Origins. So I hope you're caught up with the story. If you are, then therefore let's just get right on into this. I know you're excited. All right. Yeah. Chapter 6 Origins. So, Gray was talking to Phil on chapter 5 about her history with him. Her history with his father and the others. So, it ends off like this. It starts off like this. But after me, she made 4 more children. Oh, she's talking about Silver. Phil's grandma, which is like a cosmic deity. But after me, she made 4 more children. We were supposed to comfort her, give her energy to carry on, so that she wait. God dang it! This wire's in the way. What was I? I'm sorry. We were supposed to give her comfort, give her energy to carry on. She also made us to make more life in the universe or any other. There was only 5 of us. I was Gray, obviously. The second child was... The second child she made was Gold. He was so courageous at the time. The third child is Brown. She was so energetic back then. The fourth child is White. I always thought she was Silver's favorite. And finally, the last one was Burgundy. Yeah. What? Yes, Burgundy was a child as well, I think. Burgundy was like a version of love itself. Well, dark love, actually. She wanted to throw that away so she could focus on her true objective. She hoped that Burgundy would help her do so. I was supposed to be the feeling of her boredom. Gold was her self-righteousness. Brown was obviously her tiresomeness. And White... I actually don't remember what emotion White was. Also, Silver was the color of her own hope. Hope to create new worlds that no man has seen. Hope to make more evolution. She always hoped for a better cause. To be rid of the feeling of being like a fish in lost sea. That hope she had was draining her though. Reducing her to become a cabbage. She needed so much aid. But only one of us could help, for we had a limit, and that limit's attention was being pursued by the work we were doing. White was comforting her while the rest of us were trying to find another dimension in our own personal spots. These spots would determine if Silver would like to live there or not. We all was quite confident and wouldn't be upset if our spots wasn't chosen. Burgundy's spots, on the other hand, when we all was done, we went back home to confront Silver and show her what we found. At the time, things were a bit off. We was all so happy to see her again. I think it was the first greatest feeling we all felt in years. We all held out our hands and we were holding little orbs of images of what we found. I think mine was nothing but space. I guess I should have thought of something better to find. Brown and Gold's orb was all but well. Brown's orb was an entire planet made of rocks. Gold's orb was something very fascinating to Silver. She said it had order. But Burgundy's orb, it was something strange. It was something very disturbing to Silver. I couldn't see what it was, but Silver said that she was disgusted of what he made. I'd never seen Silver so angry. She was so mad she told Burgundy to leave and to not come back until he fixes what he made. A few moments later, I asked Silver what she saw. She said that she saw death. She saw a world of Burgundy and her having a marriage together, standing on the fallen color warriors back in the 5000s. At that moment, I knew that I couldn't trust Burgundy anymore. She said it wasn't even a new world. It was a future that wouldn't reach its goal. And Phil is making that face. I don't know though. I guess I should have anticipated that would happen. Although Burgundy is her version of dark love. Poor devil. Anyways, a few hours later, Burgundy came back with the cavalry. He brought his own army of demons and stormed the entire vicinity. But we was all ready to face Burgundy's betrayal. He had it coming. We was neck and neck with those demons, including Burgundy. No one was leaving alive after this. Punch! Pew! As Brown throwing a rock at them, Kirk. As you would predict, we was tearing them limb from limb. But we didn't win. The fun was over when another portal arrived and more demons came out. Now they were swarming our territory once more. Silver felt that this was going to be the end for all of us. But she didn't back down. She had a plan, but it was very risky. She zapped me, Brown, and White back into Little Jules and told Gold to run away and never look back. Gold was a bit too simple-minded back then. He followed her instructions after giving her a concerned stare. He was hoping that if he followed her orders correctly, everything would be fine. He didn't think twice about stopping until he finally stopped hearing the screams. The demons got hold of her, and they didn't let her go until Burgundy consumed her soul and energy along with it. He sort of got what he wanted, but it wasn't over. Me, Gold, and the others planned to get revenge. It was time for war again. We all band together to find more universes to take out that traitor. The first dimension we found had a planet that resembles what we feel. Unfortunately, though, it was wiped out mercilessly. The second dimension was cool, but once again, it wasn't enough to defeat Burgundy. The third dimension was so loved by Gold himself. He had his first girlfriend there. It was destroyed. The fourth dimension has strange men dressed in some type of black uniforms and having swords behind their backs. Anyways, that one was destroyed too. The fifth dimension was inappropriate and dangerous. The creatures of that place were overwhelming Gold. We had to leave that universe for good. The sixth dimension turned against us. It was supposed to be a planet full of humanoid monsters eating other people. We hoped they would eat the demons, but I guess they were demons themselves. The seventh dimension was our equal. It was perfect. It had beautiful women and handsome men protecting us, like if they were Silver herself. They fought long and hard against the demons, but their mighty swords and wings were no match. Burgundy was cheating somehow with dark magic. I think someone was helping him in that realm. Sadly, though, that place was also destroyed. White loved it there. We wish we could bring it back. Hold up. I need to remember what I wrote. We looked and fought so very, very hard to avenge Silver's death. We was beginning to be desperate. We was running out of ideas. Me, Brown, and White looked up to our brother Gold, just for working so hard with us. Also because Silver entrusted him to protect us. He was on his knees when we lost again. But a few seconds, he got back up on his feet, looking hopeful. I felt like I saw my mother's eyes again. We all did. So at that moment, me and the girls decided to call him father. A god, even. He was still ready to fight after he had lost several times. We were in his debt. The devil heard our conversation and chased us down into deep space. We managed to escape, and we were tired, although Gold still had a little energy within him. He told us he was going to use all of his power by himself to teleport us to another dimension. And that's where everything began, with you being born and more girls coming to present. That's how it all began. And that is the origin story of Gray. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment down below, and tell me what you think. And subscribe if you're new, if you want to see more of these voiceovers. I'll be leaving a link in the description for the background music for this. Okay? And before I end the video, let me just tell you that remember, Gray, the one that was telling the story, is kind of, she has an illness. Let me just say that. An illness that makes her forget a lot. So, as she's telling the story, she's making up a bunch of stuff in her head to try to make Phil believe that everything will be okay in a sort of way. So, she has amnesia. Remember that. But everything will make sense soon once I'm done with the other stories and stuff. Hope you catching up. Stay safe out there. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.